Good morning, everyone. First of all, I will request everyone to follow some social distancing norms. Good morning once again. Uh, as we all know that we have gathered here for a special occasion of 72nd Republic Day celebration of India. Today, our country celebrates the 72nd Republic Day celebration, which is Constitution of India came into effect and formally we transitioned into independent republic from the clutches of British Raj. As the father of Indian Constitution, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar says, democracy is not merely a form of government. It is primarily a mode of associated living, of conjoint communicated experience. It is essential an attitude and respect and reverence for everyone. This is the day for us to pause and ponder over the core values that our Constitution propounds, that is justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. With this, I would like to formally welcome everyone present here for the 72nd Republic Day celebration of India. Without further ado, I would like to invite our Director in charge, Dr. Godwin Dennison.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone. Now, I would like to call upon our director, Dr. Gordon Tennyson, for delivering his Republic Day address.
Good morning. I wish you all a happy Republic Day. This is a very important day, not only for the Institute, but also for the country. Way back, more than 7 decades back, this was the day when we transitioned from the Government of India Act 1935 to the Constitution of India. As an institute, we also recently celebrated our 10th Foundation Day, where we reflected upon our journey for the past 10 years. And we have actually grown in leaps and bounds. What was started as a one-room institute in a temporary campus, now we are in a 173-acre campus. And in terms of our activity, as I mentioned, they have grown. And yesterday, we launched the 5th program of the Institute, the Executive Doctorate Program in Management. We now have 5 programs, 3 programs leading to an MBA degree, and 2 programs leading to a PhD degree. Our students' size, or the batch size, has also grown. We started in 2011 with 84 students. Now we have more than 600 students. And so is the size of our alumni. Our executive education also has grown over the past few years. We started way back in 2012, but after we moved to this particular campus, we were actually able to make substantial changes to it. And that's a very interesting and very important connect with the industry, where we train executives at different levels from the industry. And in all this growth journey, I wish to acknowledge all the contribution of the faculty and staff for the past 10 years, who are really the catalysts for this particular change, and also equally supported by the students through their contributions, be it student activities or through their performance in the placement or any other things. So we as an IIM, all of us played a very important role. Now this year also is a very unique year in terms of pandemic, not a very good year. And then this also happened to be in our very first 10 years of our institute. And this has actually brought the entire world to a standstill. And fortunately, we were in a time where internet was very prevalent and we had the right technologies. Thanks to the joint work of the faculty, staff, and students, we ensured that the academic activities continued through the online mode. It's also time to reflect upon those frontline workers in the country who actually sacrifice themselves for the well-being of others in the fight against the pandemic. And at this time, I also want to take this opportunity to reflect a little bit upon our own frontline workers. So we have our housekeeping staff, we have our security staff, gardening staff, and our maintenance staff. They play a very important role. They are our own frontline workers. And then they played a very important role during the pandemic, especially when the institute was in lockdown. They ensured that the institute was sanitized, it was hygiene to use, it was a safe place to work for the country to facilitate service. It was a secure place and also ensured that the institute was operational. Okay. So I think it's very important to reflect upon that and let's acknowledge their roles. Okay. So they have back of the screen role, but they have to play a very important role, and their role is also very important. And as an institute, as we have evolved through the institute's journey for the past 10 years, and we are still in the growth phase, our activities are only growing. And recently, the EEC office have launched several postgraduate certificate programs through this online mode. And this is only part of the journey, and we have a lot more to achieve in the next few decades. So we'll have more programs, more students, and accordingly, we'll have more faculty, more staff, and also more facilities in terms of the buildings. Thankfully, we are in a very large campus. We may be short of buildings, but we're not short of space. Talking about our campus, this is truly becoming a very green campus. Way back in 2014, when we started our activities, construction activities here, this was more of a barren land. In fact, this entire region, it's not very green region. It's actually more barren that you can see when you ride through this particular road. But thanks to the collective effort of all our staff here and the previous director, so we are able to turn this particular campus into green campus. And over a period of past 3-4 years, we have planted more than several thousands of trees and shrubs here in this campus. And thanks to the 3 lakes that was constructed as part of this particular project, we are actually very good in rainwater harvesting. So we have conserved all the waters, and then thankfully we got very good rains the past 2 years or 1.5 years. And we were able to conserve all those waters. And also our 2 megawatt solar plant, we are able to harvest the solar energy. Now, let's also continue this activity with a small event after this particular celebration. We're going to actually plant, we're going to treat this particular week as a plantation week, and we'll be planting more than 400 trees this week. And this is only part of the journey, and we'll add several thousands more in the years to come. Now, the pandemic also has triggered our thought to ensure that we talked about the green sustenance, we're talking about the environment sustenance, the water sustenance. It's also important that we sustain our health. Our health is very important. It's very important that we take good care of our health. We do a lot of physical activities and also periodically do any necessary check that's very much needed in this particular time period. And now it's not that health is wealth, it's actually health is happiness, as Mr. Damodaran mentioned during our foundation day address. And for the students, we also have, because they're going through a lot of stress level with this online class and other challenges, so we also have online counseling for the students. So the counselors are available 24/7 to take care of any of their queries and needs. And as an institute, we also did some changes in our medical facilities, which you might have seen. And what was the 3-hour facility that we had, doctor facility? Now, I think in the month of November, we made a change. As it was a process that was carried over for the past 1 year, and finally we opened the medical center in November. That's available 24 hours a day. And one tiny bit was missing in that center, which we did announce that it is actually work in progress. And I'm happy to announce that we bought our own ambulance a couple of weeks back. And I think last week we got it registered. And I'm happy to announce that effective from today, our ambulance will be available 24/7. So that actually I'm sure will benefit all the residents in the campus. And our logo clearly mentions a very nice motto which talks about knowledge is endless, jnanam anantam, or knowledge is limitless. But we are also living in an era where the change is also endless and limitless. The entire system is changing. Now we have the new education policy. Now we are talking about the online classes. In the near future, we are also trying to talk about hybrid classes. We're trying to explore how best we can actually achieve that. But the good thing is we are a young institute. We have a lot of energy. We have a lot of vibrancy. We can adapt through these changes and also evolve through these particular changes. What I really ask is, IIM Trichy should be a hub for knowledge dissemination and knowledge creation. Fundamentally, these are the two building blocks, teaching and research. And that gets manifested, and all other activities are derivatives of these two things. And it's very important that all of us do our little part. You may think that what I'm doing is very insignificant, but actually it's very significant in the grand scheme of things. And it's our collective responsibility that we all do our own little part in whatever way we can, so that we can collectively help build this particular nation. With this, I would like to end my address, and I wish you all very happy Republic Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gordon. Now I would like to invite Professor Sarvanan sir for announcement of the Vigilance Awareness Week competition winners.
Good morning to all. During the first week of November 2020, as a part of Vigilance Awareness Week, we invited poster presentation from IIM Trichy students community. We got a significant number of entries, out of which 2 posters being selected, and the winners are Ms. Aishwarya Ranjeshwar, current second year, and Mr. H.S. Harshita. Unfortunately, both of them are not in campus. Congratulations to them virtually.
Thank you, Professor. I would like to thank every one of you for presenting here today. I would like to invite every one of you for the refreshments, followed by the tree plantation that we have organized today. Thank you.